honestly, this is something that works both ways. This has to do more so of where you stand with the person that's right in front of you. Whether it's at a grocery store, out at a club, out somewhere, at a library, at a gym, wherever. In these situations, it more so has to do with the two involved in the picture. So let's say you're a very attractive male. She's not the most attractive female, but she might be alright. She's going to be a lot more nervous. You're going to view her as just nothing crazy. Attractive people intimidate others who might not just be at that level because they don't want to look less than. They don't want to look or feel less than. They don't even want to come off as stupid. So this has to do with a levels type of thing. It does go both ways. Because there's many attractive females as well that intimidate some men. I honestly do best with pretty attractive females. As far as like talking to them, if I come across them, if I see them. There's even some attractive females that I intimidate. Like they have a hard time because you're a male. I'm a male. We have higher energy levels naturally. So that's why it happens. And I do a good job as well at making people feel comfortable by calming myself down, by toning my energy down and not coming off so strong. And I can feel in other people's energy, bro, like some people have such strong, weird, chaotic energy. When I can calm myself completely down and detach and feel nothing toward, like I can make others feel nothing towards me because I'm so detached. But they're trying to come on strong to me and the energy's extremely high and weird and you're just like, what is this person doing around me right now? I'm really good with energy. And let me tell you, boy, if you come around the corner, if you come up with some food and you're about to put your food at the cashier and there's a girl working and you're directly in front of her just like this, you come out of nowhere, just boom, you're in her face. I've made some women blush, bro. Like they could barely even look at me. Their faces will get like a little bit red, like not extremely, but a little bit in there. You can feel the nerves inside of them. This is when I try to like detach and just sort of, I'm just giving you guys my experience. Just sort of like not like stay right there, like in her face pretty well and start to question her, ask her stuff, because bro, that's gonna make her 100 times more nervous in those situations. Try to just like detach and just pretend it's nothing's going on. Just let her feel more comfortable. All of a sudden you can find yourself in a conversation. This could even be an attractive female. I'm just telling you guys this from experience and stuff that actually happens. So this is why handsome or attractive men can intimidate women, and the same thing vice versa. Because there's levels to it, bro. And you could even be on a similar level sometimes and you could still startle the person because your internals might be much more solid than their internals. They might look as good as you as a female as you are a male on the outside, and you're compatibly close in that section. And how many females do we know like that? I tend to be talking to one and it's just, I don't know, bro. A lot of these females today just do not have it internally. They just don't. They lack internals. And they just don't know how to act. Like they're very good on the outside, sure, but internally, not so much. They're weird. They act weird. They're fidgety. Same as even a lot of average guys out there, bro. Like, people be acting weird sometimes. I don't know why you have to act that way. But some people be acting weird when you come around. They feel they have to be a certain way whenever you come around. And you can tell by the way they act. They just can't be chill around you the way you're chill. They just start to act a little bit funny, and it's like, why are you doing this, bro? There's no need for this bullshit. But men can also intimidate other men, not from that standpoint, but from a different standpoint, maybe a success standpoint, how well built you are and your internals and everything else. Like I said at the very start of this video, it literally comes down to levels and understanding what you put yourself through, what you were willing to put yourself through and go through to grow. Because a lot of people, bro, is so very far behind, it's not even funny. A lot of people don't understand stuff like this. They're not that smart. Like, I'm not saying this to be some prick or mean or anything. I'm just being serious. They're just not that smart. Their IQs are low. They think they know a whole lot, but they know absolutely nothing. And that's why they know nothing, is because they think they know a lot. You have to take every day, one day at a time, and learn as much as you can. And over time, with that strategy, you actually grow. And they don't have that mentality. A lot of people get to the age of an adult, 19, 20, 21. Oh, they think they're a grown man now. They think they're an adult now. So they walk around thinking they know a whole bunch of stuff when you're just a kid still. Like, you can't do that. You have to grow every single day of your life. You have to stay a beginner every single day of your life. And take in as much as you can. Like I said, I ask younger guys questions, man. I'll learn as much as I can from them about certain things. Because they deal with things that I might not deal with more than they do, because of how young they are and how much they're around certain things. Certain things they may deal with in school, certain females they might deal with in school. So you ask questions, you learn, you take things in constantly. That's how you actually get smart. That's how you actually develop yourself. And from a whole lot of other things as well. Work, sheer will, focus, determination. You stay on board. You stay locked in. It's called having a mission, which a lot of people don't. A lot of people have such a small mission. It's not big enough. You need a bigger mission. There has to be something that you want a lot more than you want to do dumb shit 24/7. And it's going to be alone. It's going to be an alone path, most likely. Unless you're on a team sport or involved with other people in some sort of something. But a lot of the times it's going to be an alone journey. And you have to want it. And you have to go for it. And a lot of people are afraid. Because, oh, what if I do all this work and nothing happens? What if I do all this stuff and nothing happens? Nothing's going to happen anyways. So why are you not making shit happen? Because that's what you have to do. You take it one day at a time. You build yourself up. You try things. This makes you a more attractive man to begin with. You're going to intimidate people who don't have the balls to do what you've done. To take that alone path like you took. Like, you're going to be in a much more attractive human being, period, if you like your own company. Because a lot of people today do not like their own company. Like, at all. It's crazy. You have to like the life you live. And it's going to take time to like the life you live. But you have to work hard on yourself. And you have to develop yourself. You have to get used to yourself. You have to face yourself. You have to do the work. And when you become that guy and you have everything together, of course you're going to be an attractive guy. And of course you're going to intimidate a lot of people, man and woman. It's just the facts. Like I said, there's levels to it. You just so happen to be on a different level. Internally, most likely. If you have the natural good looks on top of that, oh my goodness, boy. There's not going to be a lot of people that's even can even be around you. You're going to have to go somewhere where there's like higher quality, better people. I don't know. Because a lot of people, like, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. And this is because of how underdeveloped so many people genuinely are. Like, I know people, bro. I know what people's like. I can see through them. And you know why I can see through them? It's because I've done the hard, solid work to become this an unmovable object, a rock. I stood there in the face of it all, never cared how I felt, and I did what needed to be done. I became a man. Through sheer will, focus, determination, this is what my life is. Everybody else, oh, let's go over here. Boys, oh, no. Your head's in the clouds, pal. Your head's in the clouds. You need a friend, don't you? You need a pal, don't you? You need to depend on your pal, don't you? I depended on this. I looked at this. Let's become this. And when you do, you're going to intimidate a whole lot of people because there's levels to it. There's absolutely levels to it. A lot of people ain't going to understand you. A lot of people don't understand themselves. How are they going to understand you? They're not. So I'm trying to make this video and this topic as clearly as possible. This is why. And I used to not get things to this level, bro. Like, it's not like I always knew this 8 years ago. I didn't. I used to think, what? Like, you don't really know about the internals. You just think everyone's kind of the same and whatever, and you're compatible with people who's kind of close to you on a look scale and everything else, and it's like, it's just not the truth. There were so many girls, bro. I even used to date some of them. Like, you just can't wrap your mind around how things ain't working out with that person. It's because you don't know how fundamentally their minds actually are. To be honest. Your internals are much greater than theirs. They might be on your level on a look scale as she's a female and you're a male. You might be fairly compatible on a look scale. She might be some hot blonde, you're you, whatever it might be, you're compatible on a look scale. Internally, And that is why people find it hard to be around you, because you've grown exponentially internally. Bro, I was a mature person in my late teens and early 20s. Like, to a degree, I was a mature person. There was things I didn't know, of course. You're always not going to know things. I'm just on different levels now at 28. But I was still a naturally mature person. Had older friends. Did some things. Tried a lot of things. Had confidence. But there's levels to it. It's going to be very hard, bro, to be that kind of guy and have a lot of these younger modern day women come around you. It's going to be very difficult because they don't want to look stupid. Their egos are through the roof. It's because they lack the internals. They have the externals. They have the looks. That's there. That is absolutely there. They have it. But they don't have the internals. So if they actually face you, if they actually come around you, if they actually connect with you, you're going to be connecting to damn near nothing. Like, they would be embarrassed to actually connect with you. And if you do connect, you're probably going to see them somewhere. And it's going to be very shallow stuff. It's not going to be nothing extravagant. It's not going to be nothing like that. It's just going to be baseline stuff. Because that's who they are internally. They're at a baseline. Most people don't want to grow. Bro, when you're in school, like, bro, if you could get that job without going to school, I'm sure you would. Therefore, school's a waste of time. Nobody wants to actually be in school. You know what they want? The job that comes with finishing school. They don't want to be in school. It's a waste. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of years. What do you think they do when they're in school, bro? Wasting time. They hate their time in school. Majority of it. So they party, they let loose. Bro, I was doing it when I was in high school. After school, bro, a bunch of us bros would get off the bus at each other's places and we got some weed, we got some alcohol, we're talking to girls, we're doing all this shit, Like, it's just, nobody wants to be in school. You want to have fun because of all the shit you had to go through today. Which you didn't want to do none of it. You want an escape. So, that's what's going on. When you have the time to not be in school, when you have the time to actually focus on personal growth and development, by focusing on things that matter, this is what actually makes you a far more attractive man or woman. People who's in school, some of these younger people, bro, they don't have the time to even do it. They're just focusing on nothing. They're still at baseline. It makes sense. And it is this way. They might be growing in certain ways, but not in ways that matter the most. And they're not growing fast either. They're not. Very slow progress, if any. To the point where it's almost none. But when you're not in school, you have all the time on earth to focus on yourself, to grow whatever it is that you're doing. And they don't have that kind of time. Because they're doing things they don't want to do. To get a job they want, but they're going to find out that might not even be the answer. It's a mess. The whole system's a mess. It's honestly making people lesser than they could be. And to be quite honest, it's every individual's job to view it as such. And to know what they have to do to become a better person. But a lot of people ain't going to do it. A lot of people's lives goes by and they could never get the time. Because they simply weren't even smart enough to get the time. Because people are doing things for such a long amount of time that they don't want to do. So it's like they want an escape. They need a drink. They need to go on a vacation. I don't feel the need to do any of that. Because I like the life I live. In fact, I love it. I don't feel the need to do those crazy things. I don't feel the need to have an escape. I don't have to escape my reality. Oh my God, it's so bad. I don't feel that need. I have time to focus. I have time to do the things that's important. I can grow. So when you do these things, you become more attractive as a man or a woman. And you're going to intimidate a lot of people, bro. Like, you're going to intimidate a shitload of people because they're just not there. They don't have the depth that you have. You're like an experienced vet. A lot of people don't understand how I'm so smart, a lot of people say, for my age and for how young I am and all this stuff. Bro, if you only understood the way I live my life, it would make sense. I started my journey the second I got out of school. And I did not do things the school system type of way. As soon as I was done of high school, I did things my way. And there was a lot of rough patches and a lot of rough times, but I did it my way. And it forced me to grow quicker than most. That's how I've become who I've become thus far today. With the insight, with the knowledge, with the experience that I have. and can share. Because I did things my way. Not the school system way, my way. That in itself is going to make you a far more attractive person. That's going to make you a unicorn. That's going to make you someone who is very different than everybody else. Very different than everybody else. Like most. Top percenter worldwide. Because look how many people's doing it wrong. Look how many people's living a life they don't want to live. And that's on yourself. You have a choice. You can take risks. You can work extremely hard and not know what's going to happen, which means you're taking risks. Because you can bet on yourself. You count on yourself. You trust yourself. As I did. And you will pull through. But some people don't. Because they don't internally and genuinely feel like it's going to happen, like anything's going to happen. So they take the school system way. They take the easy way, the easy path, okay, if I do this, I'll get this. I'll get this salary, this will happen. Because they don't trust themselves to become, to put in the work. But you did. That is confidence, folks. That's what confidence is. Confidence is sexy. Confidence is attractive. Therefore, you're going to intimidate a lot of people. Do you guys see how these things go hand in hand? Do you guys understand now in this video why maybe some attractive girls that might be on the same level as you as attraction type externally still can't get around you, is still intimidated of you because of the internals? I know for a fact you guys know exactly what I'm explaining in this video at this point. And with that being said, we're going to cut this one off. God willing, God bless. I'll see y'all in the next one, and I'll see y'all at the top.